Запрошуємо до слова
Now they give the floor to Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk, Ministry of Defense of Ukraine spokesperson on ATO-related issues. Welcome. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Despite significant decrease in the number of enemy provocations in the anti-terror operations zone and during the last 24 hours along the line of confrontation, according to updated information, only 9 provocations were recorded. Unfortunately, it was impossible to reach full ceasefire. Command of Russian terrorist forces once again brightly proved that they do not want peaceful settlement. And we remind that on the 20th of December 2017 in Minsk, in the course of a regular meeting of the Trilateral Contact Group, a decision was taken to establish comprehensive, sustainable and indefinite ceasefire regime starting midnight 23rd of December in connection with Christmas and New Year holidays. At the same time, during the first days, these agreements were violated by the occupants. And now information in more detail. The Lugansk sector, the militants 7 times violated ceasefire. The first shelling of our positions in the region of Svetlodarsk started at 10:45 and lasted for 2 hours. The enemy used infantry weapon and IFV's fire, and in the evening our positions were shelled with the use of mortar of 82 mm of caliber. The enemy launched 3 mines. And the situation was tense in the region of Lugansk. The shelling started at about 11:30 and lasted for 5 hours. The occupants launched at our positions 4 mortar mines of 82 mm of caliber. Also, they delivered fire with the use of IFV weaponry, anti-aircraft system, and small arms, including sniper weapons. And further on during the day, positions of the armed forces of Ukraine in the region of Lugansk were shelled 3 times, but this time the mortars were not used by the enemy. Our servicemen didn't return fire. At the Donetsk sector yesterday, it wasn't completely calm. There were 2 enemy provocations during the last 24 hours, and in the region of Avdiivka, the enemy for half hour shelled our positions with the use of large caliber machine gun, and in the region of Lebedinska fired at our strong point with the use of small arms. And understanding provocative character of these shellings, our forces didn't return fire. On the whole, despite ceasefire agreements, Russian occupation forces, though they decreased their activity, but still they didn't stop shelling of our positions. During the last 24 hours, the enemy delivered 9 shellings at our positions, all of them precision ones, and the servicemen of the armed forces of Ukraine didn't return fire and adhered fully to ceasefire regime. Unfortunately, after the announcement of ceasefire, we sustained losses. 1 serviceman was killed and 1 was wounded. In the region of Lugansk, enemy sniper fatally wounded Ukrainian serviceman. And 1.5 hours later, in the region of Lugansk, in the course of mortar shelling, 1 more serviceman was wounded, and now the state of his health is assessed as satisfactory. Our hearts go out to the family and relatives of the serviceman who gave his life for Ukraine. At the National Academy of Land Forces, they hold unique computer command and staff training, Winter Avalanche 2017, with participation of final year students who will soon become commanders of mechanized and tank units. And the uniqueness of this event lies in the fact that for the first time this is done according to full adherence to NATO member countries' army's procedures. The participants of the training are actively using simulation means, and this is they use JCATS software, and for the first this system works promptly and accurately, and approved decisions are reflected in virtual media in the real time, and the system shows the results of the implementation of these decisions. Thank you.